Students, in the previous video we talked about database and SQL. What is a database? What is an SQL? Which application we use it? Okay. In this video we will be talking about the basic commands which we are using while writing a query in MySQL with some clauses. So please stick to the end of the video because at the end I will be notifying what we are gonna do next. Let's start. To the summer of love. Students, this is the continuation of the previous video. In this section, what are the things we are learning today will be structured query language, the basic commands used in SQL query, commands with examples and some constraints used in SQL. So let's start. See, during this entire video, the examples which I am gonna take where I will be using school as the database name and student as the table name. Okay, and the table will be created with 4 degree and 3 cardinality. Now these are the few basic commands in SQL which you had learned in class 11, but let's start from the beginning only. After installing MySQL, what are the things you need to do? You have to first create the databases or the database where you want to work. You will show what are the database you have created. You can use any of them. Then you create table, then you insert some values into that table, then you alter few values into that table. If you don't want some table or by mistakenly some table has been created, you can delete the table with this command and you can entirely delete one database as well. Now these are the commands. Okay, these are the syntax only. Yes, these are the entire syntax of the commands. One by one we will explain everything. Okay, let's start. Now create database command, it basically used to create any database. After you open MySQL, you just write the command create database and any database name. As you can see, this is the syntax and the example used to create any new database. So you write like that, create database and school, a new database will be created. Show database, it has syntax, not database. The thing, just follow it. Show databases. Okay, if you write database, it will give you an error. It is used to show all created database in MySQL application. Okay, now use command. After you have seen that you are being offered these are the database with what you want to work with, you can choose any of the database from the list and you can start working with this. Sorry for that. You choose because I had already told you that here we will be using the database name as school. So I will write use school and the school database will be selected. Now in this database only I will be creating tables and I will modify the tables. Now create table command, it is used to create tables. This is the syntax of create table command. You can see create table. Here you have to give table name and then the fields or the columns or the degrees, and the data types and then the constraint. Now constraint is what? Constraint will be discussed in the next slide. You just go through it. Now create table student. Now I'm giving admission number and its data type I'm keeping number and I'm making it a primary key. This is a constraint. There are very many constraints. Basically 3 constraints are used in MySQL. Not all are not used. It's not like that, but most common 3 constraints will be discussed in the next slide. Now S name, student name, varchar, that means student name is always a character set. That's why I'm keeping it in a character set way. Then class also I'm keeping it in a character set, and percentage for the student I'm keeping it decimal. We have float, we have I can keep it float, I can keep it number, whatever you like. I just made it like that. Now I told you about constraints. Constraints are used to specify rules for the data in the table. What kind of data you are using, they will based on what kind of rules that the constraints will decide. Now not null constraint, the first one, not null constraint will ensure that the column can't have null value. If you want to end by mistakenly you have not entered any value during the records you're putting into that table, it will give you an error. In the same way, primary key, it will uniquely identify each row. Whatever you will make the primary key, you can see in the previous one I have made admission number as the primary key. So it will uniquely identify. This will be used to identify each row. Now unique key ensures that all values in a column are different. It's just like a primary key only. Okay, where every value should be different from one another. Okay, so in such a way it also are capable of becoming a candidate key. You remember in the previous video we talked about primary key and candidate key. The keys which has the eligibility to becoming a primary key, they are called foreign key. Candidate key. They are called candidate key. Now insert command, insert into, this is the command. Insert into, then you need to write the table name and then values. Insert into command will help you to enter the values into the table. We just created the student table. Now we want to enter some values into it. So let's see the example. Insert into student. This is the table name, values. And here I am giving the admission number. And then I am giving the name, the class name and the percentage. Okay. So this is the way you. Now if I press enter, one record will be updated. This kind of message you will see, or one row is updated. This kind of message you will see in MySQL. Don't worry, we will be going through all this in the practical session, which will be in the next video. So alter table command. Now alter table, after you had created the table, you have inserted some values to the table. Sometimes mistakenly you must have inserted some wrong information to the table. How you want to delete it, how you want to modify it, how you want to make some changes. Here I have just taken one example of that. I want to insert one more extra field, that is degree, that is column. Okay, I want to add one more extra column, that is fees, into the table student. So how will I do that? I will write alter table, the table name, and then I will add what? I will add one field. Here is the field number, here is the column name, that is the field name, and the size or the data type of that particular field. Here I am keeping it number and the size is 10. And here another example, after adding a new column, I want to know, no, I don't want that, I want to delete it. How will you do this? Alter table, the same procedure, alter table, table name, and then drop. For adding it's add, for deleting it's drop. Drop fees. The delete, it will delete the newly created column. Okay. Now drop table command, if you want to entirely delete a table from the database, just write drop table and the table name. The entire table will be deleted from the database and you won't find it back. You have to create it again. It will be deleted permanently. Same way, drop database school. If I write like that, the entire database with tables and every records, everything will be deleted. You won't get it back. Okay, so while deleting the database, you have to be very, very careful. Are you sure you want to delete it? Then only delete it. Basically, you should not delete it. Just keep the record. In future, you might require it. Who knows? Some more commands in SQL. Select from where. Sometimes they are called clause. Sometimes they are called commands. It's total confusing. But these, what they are do, you need to understand that. Okay. A SQL query is what? SQL query is a combination of clauses, statements, and commands. And clause is what? It's a part of an SQL query. Now select is used to select number of fields in a table. If you have a table with 4 columns, out of the 4 columns, it is select command is used to select maybe all columns or some selected columns. From is used to select tables. If you have one table, it will select that table. If you have 2 tables, whether you are mentioning it or not, if you mention one table name, from will take data from that particular table. If you are mentioning 2-3 databases name, from command will take data from 2-3 databases name. Okay. And where clause is used to put up some conditions by which the data will be returned from the table to the user. Okay. In a SQL query, where command is used to apply some conditions and clauses. So in this exercise, what you're gonna do, you will be creating a database by the name factory, and where you will create a table by name inventory. These will be your column names, and they are the data types, size, and the constraint. I have kept item number as primary key, so you will also do the same thing. Okay, now insert 5 records in it and tell me in the comment section whether you are having any problem or not. And students, if MySQL is not installed into your computer, if you're having any kind of problem regarding installing MySQL into your computer, just let me know in the comment section so that I can make a video out of it and you will be helpful with that. Okay, so today this much only. Like this video, share this video among friends, and write in the comment section what are the things you have liked in this video, what are the things you haven't liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new in this channel. Press the bell icons so that whenever I upload a new video, it gets directly to it. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you.